of the House of Representatives. You want to tell us what the bill is and what's the intent of it?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, before getting to the bill itself, let us all recognize that as citizens of a state, we are governed by laws. And laws that are made to make sure that we as citizens have some responsibility, and the state also has a responsibility. And so, for us in Liberia, the organic law that we got is the Constitution of Liberia. And so, any legislation that is crafted, any law that is crafted, any regulation that is crafted must fall directly within the confines of the Constitution or must be consistent with the Constitution. So the act in question, if you look at the preamble, which will give you the intent of the bill, it says that, as one of the clauses in the preamble, that it is essential to protect the dignity and integrity of all citizens, regardless of gender, from abusive and harmful speech on social media platforms.
Okay.
It also says that Article 15 of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia guarantees the freedom of expression, but provides that the individual shall be responsible for any abuse thereof. So yes, freedom of expression, freedom of speech is guaranteed by our Constitution. But the Constitution said the crafter knew that there will be people who will abuse that, and that's why they said the individual shall be responsible for any abuse thereof.
Okay.
The preamble also look at the Abdullah Kamara Act of 2019, and it says that it refutes certain criminal speech offenses to promote press freedom. But unfortunately, I did not specifically address the harm caused by profanity, vulgarity, and wanton insults targeting individuals based either on gender or the person's position.
Because probably it just wanted, absolute freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now when you leave the door too open, it becomes problematic. Like the way we had our open door policy in the 50s and the 60s.
Okay.
And then today, Liberia is still trying to cope with the impact and the effect. And a part of the preamble says Liberia is committed to upholding the dignity of all persons, honor international instruments, including the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, in line with the Maputo Protocol. So the preamble set the background. It gives you the intent for which this act is coming. So the preamble, if you go through it clearly, it doesn't say that it wants to break down the Abdullah Kamara Act of press freedom. No, it's telling you yes, we uphold that act, but there are certain things we got to introduce so that people don't abuse that act.
Okay.
So the purpose to amend the act is that online speech directed against persons based on gender while preserving the press freedom protection of the original act. To address harmful online speech directed against persons based on gender, based on maybe the person's look or whatever it is, but while at the same time preserving the press freedom protection of the original act. So the press freedom protection of the original act is being preserved in this amendment. So this act clearly defines those offenses
Okay.
that will be considered violation. So a person commits the offense of gender-based online abuse and harassment if such person knowingly and intentionally uses any social media platform, internet forum, or electronic communication device to direct profane, vulgar, or obscene languages at another person or personhood motivated by that person's gender, or make wanton insults directed at the person's character, dignity, publish or disseminate statements that by their content and context constitute targeted harassment of a person based on gender. Elements of the offense. For a conviction under this section, the prosecution must establish beyond reasonable doubt that the communication was directed at a specific person or identifiable group of persons. The communication contained profanity, vulgarity, and wanton insults as defined herein. The communication was motivated in whole or in part by the victim's gender. The communication was made publicly or semi-publicly on social media platform or similar forum. The accused acted intentionally and not through inadvertence or mistake. So these are the issues that the prosecution will be looking at to prove beyond reasonable doubt that indeed an offense has been committed. So this act also has a portion that deals with affirmative defense to the prosecution.
Okay.
One, the communication constituted fair comment on a matter of public interest, which is also in our press freedom. The communication was protected political speech or criticism of public officials in their official capacity. You understand? The communication was made in circumstances where the person had reasonable grounds to believe it was true and not motivated by malice. The communication did not specifically target an individual or identify a group based on gender. So yes, we define what the offense will be. We also spell out in this bill what the prosecution should look for to prove its case, and also what could be the defense for whoever is going to be accused of any violation that is contained in this act.
Does this cover absolutely all citizens of Liberia? That is to say, are government officials covered by this bill as well?
Yes, it covers all citizens. I mean, the law is not sectional.
Okay.
The law is intended for everybody. So it's not just for, an individual could go on the social media and insult someone who is not a government official. So it's not intended to protect government officials. It's intended to protect all our citizens of Liberia from wanton abuse on the social media, wanton insults, deliberate attempt by some of our citizens to harass other people using the social media.
Yeah, so one may ask, what necessitated the bill at this time? Is it from the backdrop of the popular incident that happened recently that has to do with Prophet Key?
Prior to the Prophet Key incident, I think Liberians have been raising concern about the way people are misusing the social media.
Okay.
So I think the Prophet Key incident is just a factor, but we have received a lot of outcry, and people have been calling on us to act as the lawmakers to make sure that the appropriate things are done to curtail the way people have been misusing the social media, especially where they have used the social media to bring insults at other people.
Flomo, my name is Emmanuel Davis and I work for KMTV. Since the communication yesterday to plenary, there have been mixed reaction from members of the media community. Some say the bill seems to harm the press freedom that Liberians or journalists are already enjoying. Or what different will this bill bring to increase press freedom?
The bill in no way tempers with the press freedom that is enshrined in the Camara Act. No. The bill is just drawing a distinction between what a free speech is and an insult or abuse, is, or the use of profanity is.
So basically, it's calling for responsible press.
So, yeah, responsible press. So it's just that this thing. So the former president, Madam Saleh, recently was interviewed, and she made a comment.
Yeah,
I think some of you guys monitor it.
sure.
Yes.
And said, in other countries, laws are made to protect people from sex. And this issue is not about court; it's about the legislature passing the appropriate instrument to protect the Liberian people. So,
are these part of the legislature that are meant to protect the Liberian people?
Oh, yes. Laws are meant to protect the interests of Liberian people. So certain time, for example, when double land sale became rampant, it was creating problem. The legislature passed what we call there was a land act passed. What was the name? I think I will get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was an act that was passed which will punish the surveyor, the double land seller, even authority that use the authority to mislead and give misleading information. The act is supposed to punish them because of the prevailing situation. So yes, because of prevailing situation, those in leadership and those elected to represent their people can work with their colleagues to come up with instruments that will protect the interests of the Liberian people.
Okay, but one may say Liberia already has laws that address the issue of online or social media abuse, like the Cybercrime Act.
Yeah, the Cybercrime Act is going to be complemented by this bill when it's passed into law.
So what's different? What's different from the Cybercrime Act and your bill?
So my bill clearly defines what the offense is.
Today is March 15, 2026. We are building this road. The road are leading from Yaogbode to Butu. As undertaken by Honorable Kwatosengbe Kwadu.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and depending on your location, where you're joining us from this time. We'd like to say welcome to BKS TV and welcome to the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue in our confrontation. We say words in our bullet. In tonight's edition of the show, we'll be hosting Honorable Kwatosengbe Kwadu, representative of Electoral District 5, Nima County. And today is also his birthday. So today is a wonderful day, hosting the honorable man on his birthday. It means a lot. And on behalf of this platform, even though we posted him earlier, we also want to extend our happiest birthday wishes. And I wish him all the best, knowledge, wisdom, and blessing as he leads the people of Electoral District 5, Nima County. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. The CEO is in the back, and the rest of the panelists will be joining us here very shortly, 14 minutes past 8 o'clock here tonight in Liberia, 14 minutes past 10 o'clock in Rwanda, East Africa, where I sit to as well. Let me bring the CEO on. And let's hear from him shortly what's on his mind, and we can bring on a guest. See you. Good evening and welcome to the show, Chief. How you doing?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. Thank you for the picture of the soup that you sent to me. I think you can cook, but I want to say, no, today is actually a good day because today is our honorable birthday, right?
Mhm.
And usually on birthday, people doing their different thing. You know, I reach out to my honorable, wishing happy birthday. I was joking with him. I said if I could sing that last thing for you, and he and myself will laugh. But you know, to show that he's doing the people work, he's so passionate about Booyah, people think. And I asked him, I said, honorable, you got time today to come so we can lecture? He said, sure. As long as it has to do anything with Booyah, I'm available. So the man is taking his birthday to come here and talk to the people of Booyah. I want to say a big thanks to him. But again, happy birthday to our lawmaker from District 5, Honorable Koto Kwaglu, March 15th. It's his birthday. We, on behalf of this platform, BKS TV, BKS Radio in Butuo, BKS Foundation as a whole, want to say happy birthday. We wish you many, many more years to come. We pray that the Lord grants you all your heart's desire, gives you the strength to be able to continue to do what you are doing for our people of District 5 and in my country at large. So, but it's going to be a great conversation. We're just going to be having a one-on-one with our lawmaker. We'll be talking Booyah, we'll be talking Nimba, we're talking Liberia, talking brothers talk here. We talk about his birthday, family, and just everything else. And he always willing to come on our show. So I just want to say thanks to that. Thanks to our followers as well. Share the page, share the show. Let's have conversation.
Thank you, CEO. So I think tonight will be more of CEO and his representative one-on-one because I'm a
You
little
see,
bit
I
into
never want to say, oh, because when I come my honorable to and say, are you must say electric to them? No, pente hala yo. So, but we
so
No,
still have
let the people come. When they come to it, it's okay because you can get, in the radio conversation, it also teach you and you learn from them. So if the people are there, please see you, let everybody come on board.
No, I am joking. I am joking. So we have our other panelists that will be joining us here. You know, Junior is the host. He's gonna be running the show. But I was just joking, you know. But we have other folks that will join us here.
yeah, CEO, I think you will be taking most of the time because you know what's going on in the bag already, getting prepared and set for
The man
lectures.
cooking, the man cooking, the man cooking,
So
the man
again,
cooking.
I want to say
You must say, oh,
I would say your own, Chief. I would definitely say your own. I want to say happy birthday to you on behalf
thank
of
you.
this platform, the people of Booyah. We are very proud of you, and on your birthday, we wish you all the best and wisdom, knowledge, leadership ability, and all of that. We ask God to grant you it too as well. You've joined us here tonight on the show. You've been making airways of late, and with all of the advocacy in the house and all of that. But let's hear you. How do you feel in your new position, your new role as representative?
Well, I feel good, and let me say, I give thanks to the Almighty God in heaven, but I feel
Mhm.
good because this is my dream. And I know that my dream is not just limited to representations for the one term, no. So I feel good because I feel this is the beginning of my dream.
That's great. I mean, you've been making airways. We've seen your projects in the district, the roads, and all of that. Tell us, what is the new plan for the district for this 2026?
Well, the district we came from, you and myself know, the CEO know, there are too many challenges in the district. We don't need to take glory of one project to relax, no. As soon as we complete the projects, we have to rest for something like a 1 month. We'll start another project. But again, when it comes to my own work, I don't want to announce it before time. I always like to shock people with my work. Like even these road projects, nobody know that I'm going to start a road project because when I got elected, there were too many things that hold me down the line. And I think it take 2 months before I could go in, 2 or 3 months before I could go in the district.
Mhm.
And because of that, other people say I abandoned the district. And just within 2 months' time, I didn't go there. They said I abandoned the district. I was just studying what to start with that I can see my mark first. To work is one thing, but knowing the need of the people is another thing.
Right.
To work for the people, you must know their needs. Because I may decide in my own way and say, look, let me go do 1 or 2 hand pump. It might not be the need of the people because even though water is important, but it might not be the need of the people at that time. So what I did was, after the January celebrations, I took a tour and I called the elders together in Balo Play. I laid before them 3 different plans, and they told me the first one we want you to do is to do the road to Butro. So I said, okay. But to do, because the first plan I laid before them was to build Palava Hall and Market Hall across the entire district. And they told me, say, it's good. But the major priority we have now is the challenge of the road. And I
Yeah.
told them, okay. So when I started the road, because that projects like the market and other things I've been, what was in my mind, I decided to send 1,200 bags of cement across. So when the project is done, trust me, within the next 2 months again, you'll hear me doing different things. But I will keep it my own will, and I will go back to the district and I will sit with them, I will explain it to them. Maybe they will tell me to change it again, I don't know. So I can pronounce it until I go to them.
So I mean, you got different. You got so many things in mind. A lot of work that you're doing. Something that you're planning for the district. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to
And
keep it to
for,
yourself.
for a little information, let me provide this information.
Mhm.
You know, this year is the first year that NEMA has good money in her budget, in her account to come. Well, we fought as a representative and NEMA have 13.5 million this year. And 5.5 million will be going to the affected community. 8 millions will be going across NEMA. So as a representative of NEMA, we decided to talk with the superintendent that most of this money be sent to road projects. So by the grace of God, when all go well, with the superintendent called Meape Gono and the rest of our colleagues, including the senator, when we conclude that most of our projects should be road, I think the road leading from B.O.B. Play to Goma Play to Butuo to Tanwe to Buele to Buyari to Glade will be my own projects by the grace of God. And we have challenges on our road like the bridges. As I may be aware, the government of Liberia purchased yellow machine along with better bridges.
Yeah.
So we are working behind the scene that the better bridges at least will be able to do the bridge between Goma Play and that of B.O.B. Play and the bridge
Yeah.
between Buyale and Zayle and the bridge between Florley and Glale and so forth. So we are working, and any project that will come from government, I will announce it that this is not from me. Because it's good that for the citizen to know the project that government is doing and the project that you, your very self, are doing. You don't need to take glory of all. If you do that, a smart person will come and say, you're not doing justice. So with this one I'm doing is from myself, but with the one I just explained to you, if it come, it will be from the county, it will be from the government, and it will be headed by the superintendent. But we are the representative who will select what we want. Equally so, it is not my project. It is the project of the county, the project of the country. And again, I don't mind because yellow machine is in the country, then I feel weak when it comes to road because the yellow machines will be given to all per set. And maybe they will say you got 1 month in your district. 1 month can't do all of the roads. So the one that I know that I must be doing in my own way, God bless, I will continue with it.
Thank you, Chief. You know, government is continuative. You took over now close to a year. How many projects did you inherit from your predecessor?
So this project, they profile, I mean, they a platform on. Let restrict it to me what I'm doing. Let not open because the risk is common. We came from a different political zone. You have the Maserado, the Ganta politics. That somebody will take the radio and explain a lot about projects, past project, present project, dragging whosoever, and it looked like a political theater is a normal game. But where me I came from, and I tend to start explaining on what happened in the past, people feel you are bad mocking the leader that was there. So most often when I take the radio, I don't want to bring the past into present because the first thing, I saw all of the challenges in my district. And I told the people, when I get there, I will do it. Now I'm in the middle of it. I don't need to complain. I don't need to question why the person do, why the person, because you may have the power and say, oh, yeah, they are so good on there. I saw the challenge I'm making big ones.
Yeah.
So where I am now, just ask me what I will do. And I will explain to you better. But the past lawmaker, I think you are very say you are a media practitioner, you should send some journalists on the ground to do those inquiry, then you will understand. But not with me because I want to focus on myself.
Yeah.
I want the booyah to know what I'm capable of doing, but not what others have done or what they must do. No.
Thank you, Chief. CEO, over to you.
You know, the other panelists are here, the other side. Cyrus, the man is a big fan of you. The man lay your business. He can say that man, the representative from District 5. I think he's doing well. So he realized.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you.
But yeah, I agree with you. You see, leadership has a lot. And the fact that you are looking forward and you are not playing blame games, you know, that shows maturity when it comes to leadership, because you are there now. We are looking at you as our lawmaker. You are our leader. So we are coming to you, we'll hold you accountable, we'll ask you, what are you doing now? What, since you took over, what have you done? Where we're going next? What do you think about the district? And the people should be the judge to decide what happened before you came. So it's not our place to, but you know, to add that. Overall, I think you are doing a good job. So before we go to the road project, like I said, it will be conversational here today. We'll have good time.
Yeah.
Let's step aside because we want to change Booyah, right? We are working together. We want to put different facelift on Booyah. Tapeta district, Tapeta, you see the people from Tapeta, they got their organization in America. They call it the TADA. You know, I believe in all hands on deck when it comes to leadership, when it comes to helping our people. The government alone cannot do it. Honorable Koto Sewangbe Kwagwe alone cannot develop District 5. If we depend on that and just say, Honorable, and many of the representatives, I ain't do everything, you will do what you can do, but Booyah will not get what we deserve because our district is a very remote district and very underdeveloped district. You know, it's not because of you, it's just how it has been, and you took over that. So we need people from everywhere, all Booyah citizens around the world, to be able to come on board and help in developing our district. Be it 5 cent or 2 projects you're doing here, just whatever you do, open Booyah to the rest of the world to do that. Since you took over, what has been, because I think I spoke to Samuel, your COS. He and myself will talk about it a little bit. What have you done when it comes to reaching out to the people in the diaspora? Because, like you said, you need folks from here to come and join you in terms of developing our place there. What has been your plan in creating some type of organization in the diaspora that we, our citizens, can go together and work in alignment with our vision with you.
Yeah, I love the statement that said one person cannot develop Booyah, and I 100% agree with you. Before I answer your question directly, let me say something. The people from Booyah, the people from Liberia who live in diaspora are like Joseph in Egypt. Joseph went to Egypt, even though he went by his brother betraying him, but he later became king. But one of the great things that happened in the life of Joseph is that he didn't forget his home. And the people from Nema, Liberia, who live in diaspora, they have the clear ideas to develop our country, our county, our district. What happened to them before I see is leaders have come to power and being afraid of them. Closed door, believing that when you bring them on board, they will overshadow you, and that being a very wrong step. One of the best things I do know is, as a leader, don't fear election. Get time for your legacy. Even if you do well and they move you, they will still ask themselves why we move this man. So when you get good men and women in diaspora from Nema or from District 5, you need to join hands with them. They might not like you from the beginning, but the way you will carry yourself, they might realize and say, look, what we expect of that guy is different, and what he's doing is different. Let's work with him. So I believe to work with all of you out there. So what I think I can do is, and I've been planning on, is that before the year comes to an end, I will try and find a time and travel to all of you and sit with you and explain to you, because some of you in the diaspora, you have the idea, you have the contact. We need ambulance to our various clinics. Some of our brothers work with hospital, with organization. And I even established a very huge concern with me fund, and I first given the first $750,000 Liberian dollars, and they are absorbed the first $750,000 with the brushing, and they are felling the tree now. When I ever travel with this kind of a huge initiative and sit with you, I think there will be some good thing coming from somewhere to come to those women then. So I have my ideas of traveling to US, but one thing is, when you start something, let me tell you one thing.
When you can't, make sure you can't visit a Budo Piggy. When you can't visit me, you're getting serious
All
trouble.
of you. I mean, all of you. When you win, my brother, and you not do well, and you just travel to US, you travel to Australia, you will answer plenty of questions. I want to start doing well. Let the people believe in me before I get on the ground. Because the first thing you win, you want rappling, you want to sit in the AC, you want to show that you're a representative, and you just go there. There will be people who will be sitting with all of the things they wrote in their paper when you come. Why you didn't do the one? Why you didn't do the one? Why you capable of doing? Why you think you can do? How can you deliver? But if you start in a CA and you go there, they that very side will take your development and project it, and anything you tell them, they will be convinced. So I want to take the first 9 months to 1 year and touch most of those things. Then when I'm coming to you, I got something to show to you. I got something to tell you that this is what I start, and I want you to help me. If you want to join the river, you tell your friend, join the river. Don't set up the tree. Join the river, let your clothes get wet. I'm jumping in the river for my clothes to get wet. Then I come to you and say, your please cannot join the river. So I want to do something that can convince you that, look, this young man can do better. The first thing I want to do is that when I won as the representative, one thing that you got to be following, the too much noise, the too much hatred in the district is going down. Wow. I did not look for my opponents. I did not look for my enemy. I brought everybody in the same room. I said time without number that I do not have opponent now unless 2029. In 2029, it is your right to contest against me because it's a constitutional right. More bizarre. Elections in our district is it go on a sentiment base. On our second, that's sitting now if we get ambitions to come. and he had helped somebody before that the person was at the hospital. And the man gave the person money and the person survived. I don't care what you do. You can't move that person from SECA. That person will definitely vote SECA. You don't
Right.
hold people responsible for the way they vote. There are reasons they vote. There are some people, this man they are voting for, they not have that confidence in that person, but the person is a relative. Or they marry from the person, or the person can sleep in their house. That's why they vote. So after elections, I told the people, I hold nobody responsible for the way you vote. Because there are people who voted for me plenty. So with the other opponent who did not vote for holding responsible, no, let them play. Almost 90% of the voting they came to me. So another candidate who was in a race could have another feeling why they did not vote me. So if Diablo doesn't vote me, it happened in the other side, it should happen in the other side. So I brought everybody in the room. The way when people win, they have to feature their supporters since I won. You never heard one day that Koto had meeting with a supporter. No, I will get to them. But let me bring everybody together first. Even those that ran against me, I'm trying to admire most of them. The one person I really, really admire, and I know his politics is now desperate, that Tapo Mambea, who live in the US. He really proved to all that politics in the US is different than politics in Liberia. Since the election, Tapo called me at all time. We have a length of conversations at all time. Even though I know Tapo is a candidate that will come back, but to come back is a one thing. But our relationship between he and I is building. And when he come back, in his elections, as he running a campaign, I running my own with me, we eat together. When he win me, I get away, I go to my business. Then he continue. The next person I really trying to admire, number one, is Samson Wuna. Samson Wuna, always, he and I call one another brother, we move. You don't even know that we have that thing before.
So are you admiring them because they are not being critical of you, or you're admiring them because they're
No,
style of politics?
I'm admiring them because they believe in the district, they believe in development. Because when we were going in the election, we not even know who will do the right thing. People even underestimate me. They said that man will not do anything, the man will be playboy. So when you see that I am doing something that you wanted to do, I think you must also give me the flower.
Right.
Even Honorable Augusta Mekua is one person that we meet all of the day long. We have lengthy conversation. Brother Saka, when this thing happening in your district, means civilization is coming into politics,
Right.
the politics will not be killed. So if even they play the core representation of political jacket, you can wear it forever. You might do all of these where one fresh can begin come from Balanza and Bill. So have it in mind that this place is not my home. This place is not my permanent position. I can just have your fallback position that when they win, you might not be better.
Yeah.
That even when they win, you must still be riding some Google car around up. People say that the former lawmaker here. So if you just tie your life on it and make it as your property, you will get more enemy. As soon as you see the other man raising out to do something, you take that as an enemy. I saw my brother Elijah Divine capable. That's a good thing. Children need to go to school. They need it. I appreciate him for that. That's the competitions I want. If I see one or two person again giving, I saw Tapo giving financial aid. That's a good thing. We all need to join hands together. By the end of the day, one person will win. And even if it is not me, the person will win away with them. Because I have made my name. I have made a history. But Saka, you don't know me when I was coming up. I came from the more poorest family. Very poor. Very poor to the extent that nobody believed that a child from the house could even be a paramount chief. God brought me to this level. If God allowed me to be defeated, it means that the play where God said I will end. So I can't hold nothing against anybody. I was laying black and I won. If anybody can beat me and me, God said this is where I will end. So I don't need to make the politics too bloody. I don't need to make the politics like enemy shape. No. Even if you win me and my good work is in the district, I will be proud to work in the district. I go here, John, my brother in China, without making a China business because I know it'll be simple for him to go live black again. You know, eh? But I'm going to So it's good to keep the politics in that kind of a relationship that we have space to at least reconcile again tomorrow. Because if you just see your brother, they may go get one cowboy, you get vet. They may go pay one per hour, you get vet. It's living in a crap kingdom. Your one can build that district. Anybody say who want to go do something out this way, you need my help. If I get it, I will give it. You see the kind of thing we're talking about today. Today we said it in front of this Adenega camera discussing the word are following. It was a dream of one Aviseka who started BKS. If to say there have been some bloody fight to fight you that you don't succeed, how can we sit here today? Sometimes the man you fight too much today will save you tomorrow. So we don't need to keep the atmosphere in that kind of a bloody fight. No, let's live like a brother.
Thank you. Thank you. We got Dana here. We'll bring you on. You know, before we bring you on, you mentioned Elijah a couple of times there. Do you think Elijah has a political ambition for 2029? Because he hasn't said it yet, at least publicly.
No, I don't say he's a candidate running. I said when you see somebody doing such a thing, then you hold it against them, you want to make them your enemy. It's not a good thing. Because the thing is, my brother, if you don't have a strong opposition, you'll be weak.
Right.
And when you're weak, when your time is over, people will use words on your children.
Right.
There is a song I love in the Bible. They say, you take a Kaiser, you take a, you take a. If you're leader, don't sleep. And if you don't want to sleep, have some strong opposition. Because the way I say now, I'm feeling great in that road. If somebody take one of the road from Glaley, now I take it straight to go my place, I'll be forced to do what I got to do again. We are getting developed.
Thank you. That's true. And I want to say happy birthday to our honorable man. Today is his birthday, and the man is here celebrating his birthday with us. So thanks to him. We wish him happy birthday again. I will restate that. We wish him strength, and we pray that God grants him more strength to do more for our people. You guys are following the Heat Hour. This is Honorable Koto Kwaglu. Koto Sewongbe. I like that middle name, Sewongbe. Sewongbe Kwaglu, who's here, District 5 representative. He's here with us today. We are having conversation about District 5, the developmental initiative, and everything in between. Cyrus, even though I want just let you sit down there and not say anything, but I'll let you jump in. This is your favorite lawmaker from district number 5, Nima County lawmaker at large. So
be allowed him talk.
Yeah, I'm dying man with beta. I go know. So the fact right now, like it's like you have muting you, and I say anything. Go ahead. Chief.
Well, again, Honorable Koto, it's good to be here. Always, let me first of all greet the people of Nimba County, the people who are watching, our listeners and viewers around the globe. Welcome and say many thanks to you for being here. Liberia at large, it is great to be with you. Honorable Koto, it is great to see you again, my dear brother. I was listening to your explanation about your desire to deliver your district. And it's amazing to listen to you. What I heard from you is not everything to just put in your pocket, but to make district number 5 a great district, which I really appreciate and admire you for that. To be honest, public service is about serving. It's not about taking it and putting it in your pocket. Why it's true that many people would disagree with you, it is always good to focus on what you are elected to do. This few days, a friend of mine called me from Des Moines, Iowa here in the U.S. and said, oh, District number 5, the rule I've seen there is good. I said, yes. He's a young man. He's my favorite lawmaker. He's doing his good job, And he said, yeah, is he a real? I said, yeah, he's a great lawmaker. It is a man who's always speaking in the House of Representatives how to make Nimba County great, and his district number 5. So, Kodo, to be honest with you tonight, happy birthday to you again. I do not have question for you.
I told you.
I am here to
I told
encourage you.
you. I'm doing that. Yeah,
I'm only here to encourage you to do more. You know, it's all about development. Like purpose service is not about too much talking, and it's just about how you can make the commitment that you have pledged to the people, and that's what I like to see. I just don't like people who just go in public service and turn their back on their district. Remember now, you come to spotlight is because people believe in you. So if you disappointed people, it's always disappointment. They will take it with them for too long, and they will not get over it easily. So then people who want to come after you, they will just have that less confidence in them and say, oh, that is same people. So I want to encourage you more to do more for your people. Maybe 2029 would be the determined moment in the history of District Number 5. And if people believe that you are doing well, you will not even campaign. By the time you go low, you are represented again. I will start right here. A little bit of noise in my house today is a meeting. So thank you for doing what you're doing. I'm monitoring the show. If I have questions later on, I will. But at this point, I stop by and watch other people so you can interact with them.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you. You know, like I said,
It's right.
Sure, you're muted.
Yeah.
welcome to the show, Emma Brooks. Another Dana from Beatty. So I was saying, Cyrus, that thank you for that. Sometimes it's not all about criticism, right? You know, even though we are here to hold our lawmakers to account, but we also have to say it when they do the right thing and to applaud them for that. So I know, my honorable, you've been there for a very short time, and you are doing what you're supposed to do and what you were elected to do. And everybody is seeing your performance, watching it on in the house there. You are outspoken. You are doing what you're supposed to do. If you were to grade yourself now, or let's forget about grade. What's the biggest achievement so far, other than the
So I
money?
want to grade myself first.
Okay, grade yourself. Let's see. How would you grade yourself?
If I'm working for 100, I got 0.1 now. I still got 0.1.
So okay.
The reason is I still on a 1. Let me just say so. Let me say this to you. If there was human mind reader to read my mind, the person would definitely know that I stay in 1. What I have in my mind to do for District 5, I might even start until God bless. Look, bro, Saka, if the day you opportune or somebody here send it to my house, anybody enter my house, they won't believe that lawmaker. The food I eat, my daughter asked me in a few days, Daddy, why you begin representative? Why you go in representative for? I said, why? I said, but we're suffering. I said, you will get a reward tomorrow. Kwame Nkrumah lived and built Ghana. He didn't enjoy. But when he died, his children are free to get any job in Ghana. So the few days she got sick. She and I went to the hospital. The line was long. But as soon as I got there, they picked her. They treated her quick. She got well. So we'll come and say, Papa, plenty of people were there, but why did they pick you? I said, because the question you asked are there. The good you can do it wait for you. Look, the car that I'm riding today, you can't drive it. You say, I can sit inside. Does everything inside it because I believe, look, why will it benefit me when I'm riding the best of the car and it can't enter my district? I spent my whole life without eating any good food. God bless tomorrow, girls. Can you imagine today I'm only having $20 in my hand? $20. I had to talk to my driver, say, please credit me $50 so I'm about fuel up. But I always happy in doing that. I just happy in doing that. So if I'm to grade myself for what I plan in my mind for Booyah, then I stay on a 1. By the grace of God, it a year in, and what I'm fighting for at least If I can see some of these things in my eye, and I see when you enter Booyah, you see solar panel light everywhere, that no darkness in more time, then I think I'm getting somewhere. So you have to grade myself. And me, I stay on a one. I need to move further. I don't mind because yes, I was able to open row and the rows are in Buddha 0.0.0.0.001. I just do that. The row in Buddha just 0.001. The road leading from Glaley Junction to go all the way to your home. We need it. The road leading from Dimple Junction to straight to my home. We need it. The road leading from BOB play to Butuo to Goma play to Butuo to Zaile Tanwe. We need it. If all of these things like that, I just look at one small straight one I do. Then I grade myself. I mean, I also get lazy just now. So in my mind, I don't know. I will live working until election. In election, God forbid anybody beat me, I'll tell them, my man, there's my plan. I know you may not like it, but please start with it, it will praise you. That's why in my work, I don't worry about election. I already get my bare pack that anybody can defeat me because that job is not my job. The only thing on my property that the horse are bearing for myself on my property, nobody can take it from me. But that job, that Booyah people job. You can do all of the best thing. A little mistake you do, they'll take it for you. Jabba, well, all of the job are doing, God forbid, let me hear you bad words. That people, that whole job, it turns in the eyes of the people. So I am careful with my words. I am careful with myself. I am careful with my action. If I was somebody who got anger before I erase it, if I was somebody with emotion before I erase it, I even tell myself that they cut out yesterday, not they cut out today, because everything I do now will be calculated against my children. So for me in Booyah, I just 0.01. I go nowhere. I pray that when the year end, when what I will see at the end of the year during my annual report, I may grade myself maybe 2%. But the challenges in Booyah are many. I go nowhere with it.
Yeah, so thank you. You remember I said the challenges in Booyah that you inherited is not just a representative, one person, one representative job. No, it's not just one person. It's not something that you alone should be able to do. And we can't hold you alone responsible for that. You know, I think a few years ago, about 6 years ago, I traveled to Butuo with one of our sponsors. The guy, he and I came from here, we went to Butuo. At that time, the road between Blole and Banwie, it wasn't that bad. It was still movable. You could still move it. But then they got that bridge. I read down there, I forgot the name of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got down, we had a cruiser, we got there, and the man, myself, was sitting in the car, and we had to go over. Everybody else got down. We got on the bridge. As soon as we got on there, something happened, and the car tire went down. It was not easy, it was very, very bad. So it was scary. And that was the last time I traveled on that road there. So the fact that, you know, I know you grade yourself 0.00, but the fact that the road are being cleared out. And we all know, everybody here knows that Booyah Road has been one of our major challenges because of the way the place we are located. So I think you are doing good. The road itself, you know, I know you are holding yourself high when it comes to the grading, but the road itself, the fact that you even initiating that is a big deal. So I must say, Booyah, you know, you can grade yourself however you want to grade yourself. But for me, as a son of Butuo, I believe the road, that the one that you have done so far is a great initiative. I want to say thank you for that. Before we go to Amma, let me play a clip that BKS did for you.
I just seen a recent one today. I sent it to you as well.
I got it. I'll play that one later on. Let's play this. No, I got the wrong one. Let's see here. This is what I played, right? Let me see. Which one is this? Okay. So, but anyway, Amma, over to you. I will get the actual clip and I will try to show you on there. Amma, today is our honorable birthday. Wish him happy birthday, and then
I need my birthday gift from Amma
yeah,
Digi.
but make sure you get it back here before you ask a question.
Amma Digi, I need my birthday gift. The way Digi look in there coming.
Well, honorable, you bring good GB Su says so can eat GB Su.
The way Digi look in there coming.
The honor sort of bring a little birthday kid you so we can call it on the show.
Don't worry.
But thank you, CEO, and happy birthday on our Koto Kwaku. And let me appreciate the way that you have set the standard in representations and in actual information deliverable to your people. Like every session, I actually admire your media team. They coordinate it well. They make sure everything that you say or do in session, it is heard and it is related to your people. And I must appreciate you for the way that you have set a standard when it comes to representation in a very short period of time to adapt this quickly. What is the secret on Koto? In a very short period of time, you are doing things that people say when they go in the house, they need years to adapt, they need years to readjust to honor legislative politics and all of that. But in a spring of art, you are just performing. Every session there, you are moving, you are talking, you are raising issues, you are debating on bills, you are debating on the horses floor. What is the secret behind this?
Before I give you my secret, let me say this. God can raise the unqualified to shame the proud. God can lift up the unqualified to shame the proud. Before I go to elections, there were too many statements against me. Koto is not educated. Koto is not representative material. So with the order of the statement, I decided to kneel down to God. I said, God, use me like the same way you use Jaguar Fire, you use Joshua. I got no strength. Yes, the people are educated than me. But education is a borrowed thing from wisdom. Wisdom is where education, knowledge came from. Even though they are educated than me, but give me wisdom. Wisdom is the reservoir of knowledge. Give me wisdom. That when I get in there, the way people thinking about me, I can't beat it out. So there is a statement that says, sow your riches in heaven. Wherever your riches are, there where your heart will be. So I gave my attention to God and I gave my attention to representation. So when I got there, the only thing I wanted from them was how to put motion on flow, how to start a conversation. I just took one day. When the other lawmakers speaking, you observe when I went in the Capitol building, it was really my first day. When lawmakers speak, I can be looking at them that day. I can be looking at them. People are laughing at me. As soon as that man want to talk, I can be looking at them that day. I was looking at him as a man saying it, I can't understand it in my mind, I capture and leave it. When other men pick up the mouth, I tell my face to them. When I get outside, the vice president drive walking to me and say, my man, Koto, why you here looking at all the men in the Capitol building for? So I know now that I was looking at people. So the next session now, I came back in my room. I allowed that all of the way they were speaking, I wrote it down. I started practicing it. How to put emotion and what statement will you say at this time? If somebody say they want, what will you say? So the few I capture, I came home. I don't want to write it before them, before they're going to look at me. I just remember my mom. I came home, I wrote it, I start saying it. So I look at few, I understand. The next day I go for session, I fire. When I fire, when the people appreciated me, at least speaking, one of the lawmakers said, what? Nima get brain. Why would they make out yesterday and talk today? Talking Saturday. Right away, that fear of being among colleagues, it left me. The next day I spoke, the people appreciated. So the fear left me. Now the Capitol building is almost looking at my school classroom now. So the fear left me. So the secret behind this thing is you must give your everything to anything that you want to do. And not leave God behind. Carry your God along with you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorable Koto. This is my second question, CEO. Honorable Koto, many of your colleagues are finding it difficult when it comes to access to road in their district. And but all of a sudden, Honorable Koto just have yellow machine all over District 5. They are moving from villages to villages to town. Creating
Yeah, you know, your question coming different side on the birthday, so we had to
Hello?
mute you. Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, Honorable Koto, like I was saying, many of your colleagues in the legislature, they are finding it difficult when it comes to access to road in their district. And all of a sudden, Honorable Koto just came yesterday to the legislature in by-elections, and he have yellow machine all over in his district. And he just doing from farm to market road all across the district. Areas that were bad breaches, areas that are on breaches are damaged. You are just doing project all over in your district. Is this the district development fund, or you are funding these projects from your pocket on our quarter? Because some of your critics are also saying that you are being heavily supported by the VP. It is the VP. What say you on our quarter to these allegations?
Let me start with the issue of the VP. As you know, VP is my boss. Anything I do, they will say that him. So I get dodged my vice president for nothing because that one is clear. But let me say this to you. When I win the election, I have plan B. I went to election before and I believed I was going to defeat Koga. With all of my belief, Koga defeated me. It brought me to zero. Because I have the clear mindset that the way I work in Booyah, I will defeat on Koga. I put all my money into A, Koga defeated me. So I learned from that. When I go into the election, after all of my work, I got my little contract moving. I make money in my construction before. So when the election, I told myself that, look, I'm going to use $100,000 to win the election, to campaign. And I'm going to save at least 150 if they beat me. The next day I'll be in China buying my goods. You understand my point? It beat me because I will not sit there to be disgraced. I will not sit there for pressure to hold me. I'll be in China to buy my goods. And I will be buying my goods. But if I win, I will use the money to show to Booyah people that I love you. Fortunate for me, I won my election. And instead of 100, I moved the last money was on the summer for the LD. I win the election. So I have a little cassidy now from my construction. Then somebody told me the code. I can't use it because I don't know what the code might be like. You understand me? So I dragged the code issue and I won it. I finished winning it. I got confused. What will I start with first? My first thing that came to my mind was I should buy benches and divide all of the school in Booyah. A friend of mine called Michelle Kato said, no. I don't know, Michelle, we said, no, man. That's not what people need now play. So because I was a little bit confused, I said that for 2 months. Then another thing came to my mind. I said, I'm going to buy solar panel land. We said, all in the district. I was not stay certain. I said, I know what to do. Let me take a tour in Booyah. How can I use some of the money? Even though I owe the ferry, I use some of the money I get a ferry. He gave me the bike and I'll be paying small. So I entered the district. When I entered the district, I called all of the elders to battle play. I told them 3 things. They said, no, Kota, I don't want 1 year. They took 1 year for that they wrote to Butu. So that thing, he thought a good thing. You want to be panel everywhere. You want to put solar panel everywhere. It's good. But what play you want to come see that solar panel? I said, oh, you're sure? They said, yes. So when I came, I thought 90% of that and invested into gas. The first few all I bought were around $38,000 United States dollars. I get some to Adone, I get some to SP, I get some to God willing, because that place I can take my fuel. Now, that place I can buy my fuel. I get some, I deposit some there. Then I took some, I bought $1,200 back of cement. I started moving. Now new road is expensive. I went 1 month, all the money finished. I went to St. Brown. I did St. Brown, run my knee now, boo. Give me credit. By the time I said, I'm not right there, I said, no, run my knee. Give me credit. Let me buy you. He gave me the four. I think the 5 minutes man gave me. That was just phone. He said it to the 500. I didn't say I want 500. I want serious money to buy my fuel. He said, come to the office. I went to St. Brown. I took some money from him. I buy fuel up. Then I went to GD Bank. I called one of my men. I said, man, I'm begging you. My USD component gave me 3 months pay. The LD month be there because I can give it out to my supporter. Give me 3 months pay. Say I can make 4,700. Give me 4,000 3 months. That 700 will mean that I'll be trading inside. I leave when I can. I will eat inside. So he gave me the 3,000. I mean the 4,000 times 3 months. I think I put inside. I started moving. So the player say, no, I'm a hungry man. You have money more than me. But my need everywhere in Liberia is color get money. It just is leadership strategies.
You got money more than the representative?
Yeah. So the way I say that, Nana, whenever more in, very soon will be calling me. I come you. Very soon.
Hey, Joseph Boaka, Labrador, right now. Impossible.
So I come in now. The way I say it now, whenever more,
Yeah.
I have to go to very soon to pay on the motorbike. I have to go to St. Brown. And I have to go. The one with the bank by my 3 months by my heart on it. So you know what I do now? My leg, all the small hold on my money leads out for my construction now. I can work on soon when I go in the people of you. When I started leader, you thought, you gave me 10 power. I use a 10. I go different place. I live on there until I will be on it. So finally, I told the GD Ben said when my road finish, y'all gave me 3 years of my salary. Let me go and buy some things and bring it and be turned inside while I develop in my district. Just a complete leadership strategy. So now, everybody see me when I walk on the street, they feel say they begin get basket money, but they begin damn hungry moving. You understand? They see men that are working for me, they driving for me, I ask them to give me $50 today. This is the way you go. Tomorrow, and mind you, people will start believing me to give me something and say they pay get some more money, you're getting 18 out that trading inside and be paying the people. So when you leader, go zoom also give. Now, they ask for other colleagues. Let me tell you 2 things about life today. There are 2 ways people go to capital building. Some people go to capital building to secure job because they're educated and they want job. So they will wait when election coming close, then they started doing something. But me, I go to capital building to lead the people. Even the way I hear, if I'm not shame, if it's hard on me, I know it's hard on me. I tell the people say, they guy where a girl can give me, you give me 1 year, got me put in my room, I'm not giving gear. If they agree, they give it, I take it, I put it there. Because tomorrow when I win election, I come back, I'll be proud. Then for me to ride the best of the car, eat the best of, say you've been knowing me, you've been hearing my knee. Have you seen me one of the big girls on one day? You ask me one of the big restaurants one day, I always go to play where I will eat for $5. Bigger money will be $5. Because if I start living big like now, they beat me, I'll be shit to walk. But then my local life where I'm living, when you beat me, they will say, but they beat you when I'm crying. You never find me to $50, you are eating play people. So that's just secret. When me and a minute go, all people go eat at $250 food. I tell my men go to Nan Street. So when I play around Nan Street to that gas station, they have bread out there. When they face it at $5, they are driving. When you read Nan Street, that place where they eat that glass there. No two and a half in that order. That they play, I usually go and eat that $10, that $5. Then the guys when I play around CDC headquarters opposite the Cardinal High School.
Yeah,
I know that place. 1,000 red there. That people are always eat it.
I know that place.
Yeah. So me, I want to be like that. Credit I say now.
Thank you. I remember that place. I remember that.
I stayed there. See, I stayed there.
You still there? That
I
play.
said you did that play. That was somebody. But you know the bad thing about our people, they can go soon. They can go for 11 or
Remember, I called you. I think I was swallowing a GB in Ganta. That time I called you to swallow the GB. That time you say the play was too low class for you when I talking a B play to eat GB.
No, not me.
Now you
did you myself went there? I think I let GB. You know my I let GB. Oh, I can't swallow.
No, I thought because the play was too small for you. That why you
swallow. I just let GB soup. That's why my boss make and said I'm gonna give me. I let GB. The way you are there out there, I just wanted a soup. I can swallow GB.
Thank you. I just agree with you, man. Thank you so much again. Welcome to the show, DK Wade, 70 Zogetwa. Today is our honorable birthday.
I give my birthday gift.
Yeah, we'll go to the man now. You'll get a birthday gift. But thank you guys for following the show. This is BKS TV, the Heat Hour. We have Honorable Koto Kwaglu from District Number 5, our representative. He took his birthday today to come and talk to the people of Buyao. This show is being relayed on Voice of BKS in Butu as well. So DK, over to you. Your take on this whole discussion. We're just having a conversation with our honorable today.
Yeah, honorable, you say I didn't give you your birthday today?
Oh, I said money, gave. I said hello. I said happy birthday. I said give.
No, because you must say,
you said I'm gonna check my mobile account. You said only that.
No, but Chief, you must have a conversation almost 4 hours ago. Isn't that true?
Yeah. No. Bigger, you said happy brother. I said thank you. That flew my head.
No, I call you back. You back. When you responded, I call back. Yeah.
What did you tell me?
No, you didn't pick up. That's the time I was at the bank and wanted to know your detail. You know, I don't want to send it to Honor Road, then Honor Road, Adika, and all that one. But let's talk again.
Tomorrow.
Let's talk again. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I don't have, to be frank, I don't have anything to say to you besides wishing you well for everything you continue to do for our people. You know me. There are things that you and I did together in Liberia that we can't say all on the show.
Sure.
If I should be one person to advise you, I will really do it all the time the way I can do it. Continue to do your best for our people. Where we come from is remote. Most people consider, the people from Buyao, most of them are security job they can do. Then you are my peer to be in our high office. The best we can do is to rally around you. Those are all with no political ambition, no desire to contest. Yeah, so the one that I get desire to contest, consider them because you they want your position, so they will do what they're supposed to do to get to get you. So that all I can say, continue to do your best. I don't have question. The only person you'll be hearing from here will be the CDC man. Trust me, now the only person that will feel that they want to prove point.
No, but the CDC man,
you don't have the face.
I picked out Liberia. You're not speaking CDC way. He's speaking in
Today, that lecture, the CDC man, not too high on my honor.
No, he came by that saying. He came back to the man. That's saying the man, where you get the money from? The advisor giving it to you. No, thank you. That's my point. Be good, man. Celebrate well. We wish you 100 more years to come. Continue to open roads for our people. After the roads thing, please, boss man, WAEC in our region for the past 5 years, the results from there have been very poor and terrible. The 3 high school or semi-high school, Butu, Dameplay, and Yao Blue, they try and improve that whatever way that we all can rally to have qualified teachers in those places. They try to do that. Around the world, you can build solar light, you can build all that in there. Around the world now is people are moving in tech. Let's see whether we can have computer in those schools, much better the high schools. That students that are coming from Buyao should know at least how to boot a computer so that they can be ready for the job market. So that the only encouragement I have, anything that you think we can help with, You have our land, so let's talk about it as brothers. Man can call you my brother. Yeah, the title we had to put it there. So thank
You are a
you.
brother.
I get yeah. I get nothing to say. That
A
way for the
brother,
people that get that question. Yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm not there. Take Amma out.
Honorable, before we go to CLT, where the video you sent me, where is this role? I'm about to play. Let me see if I can play.
The last video I say ain't no tomorrow we are
President,
guys, huh?
Yes.
Excellency
Hold on.
Vice
Wait.
President
Very
Jeremiah
good.
Kwaku SB,
Now, ain't
yeah,
that
where
place
we
see
are
from the way
currently
can
now
build
with
there?
the role.
The road
We
you
are
can
in
stay straight
Butu
up tomorrow we are guys,
from
that hospital
Yaogunde to
involvement
Butu.
daily. I ain't see from there.
Me say
You
many
even
thanks to
tomorrow
Honorable
tomorrow
Quarter
we are guys
Kwaku
tomorrow.
for his hard
Tomorrow,
work
because the two
and
machines are
development in the
working.
district.
The first one are doing the bulldozers are
So we are
working, feeding
live
all
in
now reach to the river itself. Now, yeah, they compact, I mean, the grading of the road now. The first machine reach to the river. So it now come back to Ganta. That the motor grader now is after tomorrow we are Gezo. Tomorrow they might reach to Butu Town or to Buale Junction. Because we're going straight to the border.
Okay. The bridge, that bridge that I scared, the one I told you about, what are you guys doing about it?
We passed by it and you know that bridge guy could be on it. When they drop in my next target to do it with concrete. Because it got good beam on it. So all you need to do is to catch a slab. I'm thinking two way. How do I get a steel plate that goes where I or we do it with concrete? So when they finish, you know that my own area there now, and I need to practice every day. So once I get to the bush, I'll do construction. Because when I go do contract, I don't know people laugh at me. It's better when I do it for bush, I do not laugh at me because I like the job. So
Thank
my
you.
verse,
You'll be there to do it. You'll be there to, you gotta keep the skill going. You'll be there to do it for your people.
yeah. You know when I lie down Sunday, I can be dreaming construction.
You can be missing it.
When I eat cow, when I come right down, when I see the men and up, I gotta be looking at them when they dragging.
Thank you, 70. Over to you, T.
Thank you, CEO. The Right Honorable Koto Kwaku. Good evening,
Yes.
Chief. That the man boss man can call them the Right Honorable.
Yeah. Everybody in that district, you know, I was a right honorable.
Yeah, I mean, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to see you on this platform. And we are happy at least you are performing like other speakers have said. You know, today is your birthday, and we join hands to celebrate you as a young person. What we want to say is, you know, after election, there are, like you said, a lot of things in the district. You have opposition always, and once you don't have opposition, the work of the people, you know, will not go forward because they will checkmate you on what is happening, what are the good one, the bad one. You know, on a Okun representative, there's a guy who used to be in. I think he's a general, yeah. At Voice of Gompa, the guy always you look for all the unfinished project, and you know he will strategically take the photo, post it, and then one time during the senatorial election, before the senatorial election, he said, "I didn't know the boy. He was doing well for me until when I used to see the post, and he can remind me of most of my campaign promises and some of those unfinished projects. So sometimes it's meant to strengthen you. You know, we just want to encourage you, like DK said. Question is not ready there today because you have to celebrate your day. So you're having conversation with your people. And I mean, road construction is very expensive, to be frank. It's very expensive to even maintain the yellow machine, the fuel, the operators, and all of that. I mean, it's a huge endeavor you are undertaking. But to conclude with this, most of your critics that I think Honorable Mayorman, his point the last time was Mambea. When he came here, his point was he understand your advocacy for district number one, Ganta. Most of your advocacy is in Ganta. It's about the rehab. It's about, you know, the JEP and all of that. And one of the point was Africa is right there where the source of the power comes from, and the entire district is seeing darkness. So I don't know. He keep raising that point that instead of you advocating for your district, you are focusing on Ganta, and you don't represent the people of Ganta. You see that it's an overreach of function. So I don't know how far is the engagement now in this new year with the electricity and other advocacy for the district.
So sometimes anything your brother don't understand, be patient to tell him. You can't take electricity from Africa to Booyah. It's not possible. Africa is a different country. When they give you their car electricity, it gotta be measured. You gotta build a station. JEP built a station in Custom in Benin. So any current from Africa, that's why you think Grand Gita current, they are taking it from second pier to go there. Because you build the stations in Binta. So you have the meter. All of the current that they supply you is measured. From right there to that station, it comes to you. That's why you can see JP can get problems. So now when our station get problem, we get problem. You can hear wake up to connect wire on somebody wire in Africa to here cross. They don't do that at country to country and negotiation. If you want a country to give you a current, after the negotiation, their percentage is discovered. Is discussed. Then they build the station. Even the station at in Benta, there are 2 persons from man that control that identical place. And what I observe, anytime they go, problem can they gotta call them from man. That if the CEO say no, if rather you tell me your pay per month, I will be responsible. You'll be saying that right in around if Africa bill here, rest side the customer here, you'll be what me here. So the CEO of JEP did that. I think he paid over $2,000. They said it now right there. So it's not possible. Now you just take current from Dowa to Mutu. They don't do that. So in me, my brother, I need to make him understand. The current, I spoke about the current to go to Booyah, and the document, the communication is within the committee room. To carry current to Booyah, you need not less than $200,000-300,000 United States dollars. More than that. You need, jungle water need to take it from Ban. They will play out of the pool. They will have to do the side clearing of the road. They will have to play the transformer. They have to run the cable, the tension line. From the tension line before they run the supply line. And now individual can do so. JPs can do it unless government put it into budget pass. Just from second pier to Ban. Go to JP now and just ask for the budgets that they use to do that. I spoke to people already, and I know that within the government, these are things we're pushing. And to push it, Liberia had too many challenges that the president, the vice president are focusing on. Sometimes they will not just look at immediate things you say. I have the communications to the president, and I want to see the president and start with the vice president and start with the speaker. My point to the president is quotas should come from Secretariat to Butu, because it will be the source of income for Liberia as well, because that border will be open. But what I do understand is Liberia got too many challenges that they are facing. They will fight and bring it to Ban first. When they bring it to Ban first, then we think about outside. In government work, when you outside of government, the way you can think, and not how government work. So again, we are speaking to the leadership on that, but you can't take current from Doba to Africa. It doesn't work like that. You have to take it from Ban to Africa because the station is built in Binta. All of the current JP is trading in, they build a station in Binta. Even to build a station is more expensive than to even take current from Ban to go to Butu. So why will you go build another station in Doha, and what agreement you do that one on? They won't accept it. So we still talking. But again, they are my brother. Sometimes something they didn't understand. You just get a call to me and me understand. You think it was easy that you just cross from Doha to Butu, then corner there was saying, yeah, the few days I was in a car, I asked somebody, we want to do the bridge in Butu between Doha and Butu. How do we do it? They said, no. The government of Africa and the government of Liberia need to sit down and agree on percentage basis. Then they build it. But to just work on just put bridge without consulting the African government, that trouble. That is small thing you saw in your look for a few days where somebody took their machine to go drag sand from our side, began trouble. So you don't do that. That country to country, they don't do that. So I want to make you understand that we're working behind scene, but you can't take current from Doha to Butu. No.
Thank you.
Saturday, how you got?
I just wanted to make it honorable thoughts more. You know that Butu is fair today, so we are fair. So
today we celebrating our honorable birthday. So we taking it easy, and then honorable guy, biggest fan on here, Dana from he's taking it easy. But honorable again, happy birthday. For those who following us, this is BKS TV. We are hosting our honorable here today from District 5. Again, we are celebrating his birthday. We have him on here tonight to celebrate along with him. Honorable, before I ask my next question, what you did today for your birthday, I forgot to ask you earlier.
I can celebrate any day that in March. I don't even cook, I don't eat because my mother passed on March 8th. My mother passed on March 8th. I promise that any day, even my children, if I am to born again, the birthday is in March, let a person do that. So even today, I didn't cook, I don't do anything. I lie down here all day. I don't feel good because this woman was my backbone of everything.
Right.
The charity know what I'm talking about. And she passed on in March. So anytime March, we in a March, I don't feel good.
Right.
As soon as I say March 4th, that feeling it carrying me.
Right.
So I can't do anything. Even happy birthday, say I don't allow my children to tell me today.
Yeah. And I pray that God himself will console you, because there's no joke, it's going to be something that you will have to
it's bad to the extent that, look, two things. When somebody go to police house or anybody's house, I see their madam serving them, and I see the coordination between them. That whole food can look sour in my mind. It's not that I'm jealous in them, but it takes my mind back.
It's human nature.
When I come home, my one client upstairs can lay down in the big room, and my man had not really pick out who the woman that will replace my man here. Yes, even though we got everything, but that system, that coordination between
honorable widow. Like I said, today is all fun. We are here to have fun. We are here to celebrate my honorable.
So that march, it will take a long time.
It will, and God will bless you. He will help you. He will help you go through that, and he can do anything, right? And I pray that he console you. I know we joke about it, but it's more.
You know that tomorrow, by Tuesday will be my bossman birthday. They come and I don't follow. If my bossman that I know that he put full, I put full. If his birthday at Tuesday, I don't go. You must know that March is not my day. The bossman go Ganta, all the other people go Ganta, I don't go. If I was ordinary more long time in contact with my bossman, because to be around my bossman, I need to spend money, me or spending money.
Yeah.
But I can't go because each time in March, I will not go. If my bossman birthday or not in March, then not in contact to speaking.
Yeah. It's going to, the men and now they're going to have a good time. But before we go to Cyrus, I got a question for you. I think a few months ago, you presented some type of proposal for either technical college or vocational school for Booyah. Is that right? What's the status on that now?
So when you presenting a day in your legislatures, they get sent it into committee room for 3 months.
Oh, okay.
You want a 3 month a pass, then you can read. If they didn't bring it on floor, the committee not bring it, you can write again. We can write to tell them that their communication is still long in the committee room, you'll bring it back on floor. You getting my point? Right. So I went to the chief clerk the other time. I asked her to check the day. Because I want to bring it back on floor. The chief clerk said no. It had gone there less than 3 months. So I should wait. When after 3 months, If the committee not bring it on floor, then right. Then when they bring it on floor now, then it will open up for discussion now. Because we accepted in the Senate committee room. So she advised me that we're taking break on Thursday. Immediately when we come from break, then I write. And one thing I want to do is that even though you asked me to explain my things to you now, I got a mindset that if the government doesn't start, and all the job your bounce on one time 500 because I start with in people what I talk about. Then the government will know now that the people of Booyah are serious people. We even go beat the block, get the land set up, beat the block, do the foundation. Then when they know that we're serious, then we started writing communication to y'all, to the speaker, to everybody. Then they will know we're serious. Because let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you, send today a lecture. Let me tell you one thing.
Today I lecture day.
Our problem in Liberia here at university.
Today a Booyah day for you.
Yeah.
You know that our problem in Liberia here at university.
Right.
Let me tell you how it became a problem. In China, 50 years ago, China was just a country that could not do anything on its own after their war. China decided to invest in TVET, Technical Vocational Institution. Now, if you child in China going to school, they train you how to make telephone. Today, the world is looking up to China. When they got set before university, they get well. See, brother, we got people in Liberia who got PhD, they not get job. They got master, they not get job. They got BSc, they not get job. Now, the other generation we have, we need more TVET that somebody will remain in TVET and start making their own money. They can stay on and go to university. The example of TVET I mean right here. I just skill made me to reach where I am today. Just skill to go learn how to lay block. It made me to, I'm one of the example that I can tell you that when Liberia focus on TVET, Liberia will move. The reason you find people in Liberia talking all kind of things on social media because they live busy, no job. So they have to be talking that people know them. But when you open more TVET and people are doing technical things and making money out of it, they will not even talk on radio. So I, in my own mind, believe the only way Liberia can move further is to go to TVET. I even spoke to the superintendent. Said Nima get plenty of money, therefore like Zoe will get. Let's look at $400,000 and invest it in the young people at Nima to go study the thing. We get them and get them to Mental, give them to Ivanhoe, give them to Cavaro. Let all of them go to work. Now, in Booyah today, most people who are there, they are just 9, 11, 12, they didn't want to go to school again. When you open TVET, all of them will take advantage because some of them will take 9 months in our play and start learning how to do soap, how to do lay block, how to do carpentry. They can live by it. So for me, if I have my own way, I will focus on TVET. Even though we'll focus on university, we'll focus on TVET. Let me say the last one. If somebody was 22 years or 20 years, and the person was around the 12th grade and war enter, and the war lasts for 14 years, the person will be 34 years. The person will not just be 34 years, the person have born children, the person is a father, the person is a mother. They don't have that strength to go to university by. But they have that strength to go to TVET and just stay about 9 months and start making their money. So even the first president that took over Liberia, that was the first mistake. They should have made TVET an original starting point for all Liberians. Today, we could be doing something here on our own. So we as a leader, we must be reminding the biggest leader that the only way Liberia can move is to focus on technical vocational institutions. I'm one of the examples. If you're not TVET today where I am, I could be in Booyah by. So for me, if God gave me the opportunity, I will not play fun with our technical school because I want the Booyah to move. I want the Booyah to be a district that people been saying different things. Report that came out this year is the violent report cases, Booyah was higher. What can we do to reduce this thing because it is scare away investors? This thing make people who want to invest will not come to your area.
Right.
We need to against this thing because before investors come into country, the first thing they look at is the crime rate and your security index. How well the judicial system is built up. Now, before they go to district, the first thing they look at is the violent rate. How safe is this district? We got a cocoa in a place. No investor say now in the district they can bring all to Monrovia before they buy from it. See what kind of a disadvantage. To let that district move, we gotta be thinking. My thinking cap will be on, and you're too on. You're bringing it out there, will do it because but when I start with that thing now, all of us start giving something.
Yeah. We'll start bringing in Dana, then all the other men. So
I don't forget about that document. I still come from Bray. I reckon it will come back on flow, and I will make sure and get a reason why y'all need this technical vocational institution.
I agree with you. And then before I go to Cyrus, education is very important, especially technical education. What you are, champion is a big deal. When you look at the young people in our district, even your followers, people who follow you, people who voted for you, you look at the demographic, you look at the numbers. Most of them are young people, and you are one of them. You are one of the young people, so they see you as one of them, and they believe in you. That's why when you hear Koto, all the young people, you see them gravitating towards you. And so having some plans in place for them, for the future. I think you said something one time, not on this show, but you can't feed all of them. You can't give money to all of them. You can't send all of them to school out of your pocket. All of them can't come in your office to work. But the best thing you can do for them is to create an avenue that they will be able to go to school, get vocational school, that they will be able to prepare themselves and then be able to get something for them and their family. That's the best thing that you can do for them. It's impossible for you to I don't care how many millions you have or how much millions you have to give it to all of them. It's just not going to work. But I think that's why I asked about that school, because when I heard about it, I said, yeah, I think the owner is going down the right path. Vocational school in Bouillon is going to be a deal breaker. Students from around there, from all part of the district, when they graduate from high school, from Boutou, Blode, wherever, they don't have to come to Sekpepe or Ganta to go to school. Most often, some of the mistake, Honorable and the rest of the panelists here, when the kids graduate from high school, they are not ready. They will say, okay, I got my Uncle John living in Pinsville, or, Mount Barclay, I'm going there. They have no clue what it is in town. They have no additional skill. When they come, they go to the uncle. If that uncle is struggling to his family, next thing, look, they ride a bike and then they do something different. And then some of them end up to different school, and then they start getting into things that usually they are not supposed to get into. But if you have a TVET school, a vocational school in Beepley, right? Someone graduate from there, they know how to do carpentry. They know how to do first aid, something technical. If they come to town, they can use that while going to college or while going to
university. If you got good technical school, they can take contract from government to supply armchairs to other schools around Liberia.
So that's why I asked that, and I pray that, I trust you. I pray that you continue to pursue it, and our people will benefit from it. Cyrus, you got anything to add to this topic? You are muted.
Yes, it is again a great thing to have the young man who has his vision for the district. The work he's doing in that district, it shows that even though he might have not been the most qualified one in the eyes of the people, but you said it right. He said people said he was not qualified, he was not representative material. But when he went there, now things are changing, and that's a good thing, because sometimes in life people, and see, let me say this: education. People boast about education, but what is actually is education? It's just going to a school to get a degree, because it's a white man knowledge. If you go to school just depend on white man knowledge, and you didn't put your own to it, it's a waste of time, because no matter what, your decision making process might not even work, might not resonate with people. And then There are great leaders who came out during the time when I was in Liberia. Most of our people, the great leaders, they didn't go to school, but they speak. Some of them they spoke real wisdom, and then they had the leadership ability to exhibit, and what they did was great. So the young man is doing great, which is a good thing. Um, my only question I would ask is that I know there is a discussion about this whole the Putu, is that Putu Mountain? The Putu Mountain. How do you see it? What?
So I think it is a mountain that the presidents of Liberia said the committee, the vice presidents should chair the committee and that they look into it. But the first thing, anything that have not come to all yet, we got nothing to say about it. When the deal is done and they come to all, we look at the agreement, we got something to say about it. So the first thing, we have the resource, but we do not have the capacity to get a raw material. We depend on foreign investment or investor to get a raw material. And material like iron ore is something that you need equipment, you need money to mine, which Liberians are in a position now to do it. The other question is, now we are losing all of these resources to foreign company, they are carrying it. What benefit account to Liberia? If this mountain finish, what becomes of Liberia in the next 10, 15 years after it gone? The example is Boma. Today, what is there is just the one government coming boo, it gone. But you can have a country that can even give up all of their resources, or what it will do with it, it can benefit the country 100 years to come. To get the mountain out is a good thing, but what comes to Liberia is one thing you got to look at. How they use it is one thing we look at. For me, I am not one of those who celebrate your government when they're doing wrong thing. No way. If my government is doing the right thing, I will celebrate that. If they do anything that is not right, I will speak it out. The reason I'm speaking it out is if I don't speak it out now, I'll wait for them for election. Allah, what's your way you say about the story of Kun or somebody posted on finished projects? I know that time when he was doing it, he was not seeing it good. But when he completed it in time for election, he saw it good. It's good to have critics. It's good to have opposition. I got problem with those who see opposition as enemy. It's not true. Without opposition, you can't do nothing. If you see opposition as enemy, you can't do nothing. Let me bring Musa Hassan Berete in the case more. Musa Hassan Berete.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Thank you.
Musa Hassan Berete is an opposition. But then let's look at Musa representative and look at what Musa are doing in my own district. The bridge between direct to the Pula, government wanted to face it. They say they have over 400,000 now. They pass budget and now where he won't he bid it. He also is son of Nimba. I will support my bossman and Bwaka 100%. But should I say I will mock at him and condemn what he had done? No way. I don't do that. It's necessary to get strong opposition. Even we who working as government, we celebrating government. If we don't have serious opposition and the government fail, we all fail. And they will sort order all. But the fact that you got strong opposition and the opposition is criticizing most of those teams and doing investigation, the people will be serious. So for me, in my leadership, If even my government sign a deal that not good, I say, me, they want not good. I got nothing to celebrate beside Liberia. Nobody can deport me from here. So when they put the mountain deal come to us, we'll look at it. When necessary, it's good for Liberia, it's good. The deal that we signed with Meta and other things, many people in Southern Oil, a lot. They say we not take money. But you say, no, you find out. But I was happy. The reason I was happy is that when I also said these things to people, I was one of those who condemn people in plenty things. But here is the case. We have that deal before us, and our weakness was we do not do plenty advertisement on radio for what we were doing. We sat down, the chairman, Honorable Semiana, Jan from us, the general secretary, wrote, we went to the president. We said, Mr. President, they deal when it get on the floor, it will say, anybody feel say, yeah, we lost. We're begging you. That's what we want for Meta to do for Nema. The road from Yekepa straight to Sanikori, right on the road there, we want to be done. We also want for them to pave out of the road in Yekepa. We want it. The money they are giving Nema, the 1.5 is small. Because their major tone will increase. We want them get 10 million. The president, I agree. Let's push it to them. We push it until Meta was able to move from 1.5 to 5. It was the first time for Nema to get 13.5. We Ivanhoe, all of those things. But we were not able to go on radio and explain it to people what we did behind the scene. All of what we were doing, the capital being was just political game. We have already spoken to the president. We spoke about it, and we want what to go there. Oversight, what they agreed to do, they did not mention it in the agreement. They were on fire at the upper hall. And we support him for that. Because that was what we told the president agree on. Why would this one move on that? And they what they're doing, that they move on that. They are doing it, the hospital for Sani Kodi, they're doing it. It should be mentioned into the agreement. And they didn't put it there. So when it comes to D, it's something you got to look at. Where your tear are, engineering part will get tear are. So when they do all of the investigation, send a person who is ahead of it from our own country, our own brother, our own leader, when they bring it before us, the copy will be shared to everybody and we'll see it. I can say that now and say no, it's wrong, and I can say it right unless we know what is in our basket.
All right, I know today is your birthday. We don't want to press you too much, but I mean, even though I want to say I want to say sorry for all your experience regarding the losses that you seen in this March. Yeah.
Dana, who talking about you so?
I have a meeting in my house. So.
Well, I'm meeting that. I don't want to for
So I mean, the month of March brings so much memory to you, bad memory. But what I can say to you is that remember now, it's life. It's never perfect. It will never be perfect. I think from this show, I got to realize that maybe you belong to the inland relation. I mean, inland person, because you've been quoting Bao a lot, and I don't know you.
So what you want to say about inland people now? Hold on there. Huh? Hold on. What you want to say about we the inland people now?
No, hold on, Archie. you guys are good. You guys are good. So I just want to say that the Bible also says he brings life and takes life.
Sure.
And when these things happen, it can be painful. But the best thing to do and not have the consistent memory to lay with you is to get over it and have the belief that no matter what, all of us, we are just passing through. We have our time. So when those days come, just go ahead, celebrate it, and celebration of life of the folks who left. I believe God calls them for a reason. So don't exclude yourself, because if you do, what happens is it plays on you and it brings back the same memory. Then you begin to rethink. So try to get over it. Go out, do something fun, and the more you do that, you let it pass and go. But I know it's sad, but to say you'll not go out, you'll not do this, you're making it worse for yourself. Remember now, a lot of people have been in a situation, somebody like me, I've been there. There's certain time in life I will just sit, but Koto, I don't let anything get on me. It's anything that will bring me down. I always have the thought that no matter what life brings, it's time for everything. And I'm one person who believe one book I really believe and admire in the Bible is the book of Ecclesiastes that talks about there's time for everything. Listen now, we were brought up in the inland religion, inland church, not religion, but the doctrine of inland was making me stupid. So when I went to Kakata, I just put it behind me.
You see now you see that I hear myself can have. So what do you mean by that?
Listen, the more you dive into inland doctrine, it makes you like mumu person. So when I left Bebuna, I went to Kakata and began to experience that. So, oh wow, can you imagine? They say, as a young man.
You know what the inland can do? I left. They white people who are too much.
They did.
Then they say when he run pound those me now no go. When you go out for them to say they go out and drink water, it get warrants.
Papa water to drink water.
Water you drink it.
So with everything I learned from, and I can tell you, God, as I sit down here, when was that? 1980 or 81. I was pretty young. We used to go for inline conference in Gapley, where they say the youth, and I memorized the Gilbo. Even up to this, I am 55 plus years old now. I still remember that part of the Gilbo. I say the Jesus me bumbu here the turn through there. I say I go on no pure the coedi we pose on rape because I memorized the scene too much until even up to now it's still with me.
Baku, they're talking about inland people, but he's got the anyway.
I mean, all I'm saying that how much it play on me, and then when I left, I began to experience. Can you imagine? I was real big. Then I didn't even know about woman business. We should just go. Those young, good-looking girls were just. They consider all of them our sister. When you want to talk to someone and say you want to write a letter to somebody, but we both made it. What? So anyway.
So what you really want to say?
I don't know. The man. Look, listen. Today's honorable birthday. Don't count for our show.
Today the honorable birthday.
But
we're having fun now. We're having fun.
Yeah. You know people that fuck me. Back we about amma. It amma so people yakaruma. Amma. Wa so I go songa.
No pause on quite a wa su go fu ya. We na
back we boy akweku.
Yeah.
The funny thing they used to go tell people back people men back people come and go.
Back up a minute.
So we are talking about
it's a big thing to drink.
So look, people may. Oh, but what I quick blind ball.
So all I can say, Koto, just try to get over it. Go have fun. Those things happen. It's a life thing. You know, every one of us, we have our time. You know, I was writing this book until I got a little bit sick and I couldn't concentrate well, and I left it for now. But so the way I see it is like all of us, we came to this world based on our own time. The only thing we don't know is when we will return. So those things will happen. Some can be very unusual, and you just got to get over it by going out, doing something fun. That way, that memory will, you will kind of get over it and just do and focus on yourself. But the more you go sit down, excluding yourself from the public, from doing things, it gets bad. It gets bad.
Thank
So
you.
get over it. CEO, yesterday it was one of a beautiful day in our country. The woman I love, the woman I admire, the woman that I used to have fun with when I go Liberia, not like my girlfriend, nothing. F2, Fatu.
Okay.
Fatu was a great woman that I met when I first visited Liberia. F2, the entertainment center right on the road there. I met her. Every time I go, she said, "Oh, Sam, I used to be the customer to her little motel on that road there that I used to sleep, and we established friendship. She lost her life, and she was buried. I think Jeremiah Pankun went there with Koga, and I call them the big three. All the big three were there. Koga, Jeremiah, and Jan Twine. I call them the big three of Nibar at this point. So all the big three were there, and it was a sad day. So we hope that her family will have some rest, and again her soul rest in peace. And a sad day for our country. It was a great businesswoman. I think she contributed to a lot of things, a lot of political figure in our country. So, Honorable, good to see you. And I'm about to leave. I have to go to the meeting. So, hopefully, the day I visit Liberia, I would love for you. So, say you can eat GB, so you can buy my own GB.
You're welcome. You're welcome, G. Thank you very much.
Before you leave, Honorable, this man, he's a Kekula Koto man. So I know you're a big man. You're a big part of MDR. You might want to reach out to him. He's interested in joining the MDR. So that's something that you might want to connect with.
That's good. I mean, you must see him, brother, everywhere.
Everywhere. But thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief. Yeah, see you guys later.
Yeah, we
the man did not get disclaimer, CEO.
No, the man did disclaimer. No, the
There's
man
no
I said
disclaimer
man interested. That's one thing I connected the man.
Well, listen, certain every bad thing in life is don't kill. But anything that is necessary that you can listen, anything that brings
So man, go to your meeting.
good thing to your life, just accept it.
All right, go ahead, Chief. We'll get you to MDR.
Yeah.
But yeah, Honorable is again great stuff, man. I like this because all the time we should not just come here and politics and this and that. We are brothers, we are family, we're from the same place. If you follow the comment section tonight, you will see a lot of people like the style, the fact that we are having fun, we are joking. You are a representative, you are our boss, you are a leader, but yet and still you are coming down to us here for us to just have fun, have fun on your birthday. So I want to say thank you so much. It has been really great. It has been really great having you on here tonight. We've been here for 2 hours now. We're not going to hold you for too long. So I just going to have to ask you a brief question here because I let it roll business. So can you please give a brief overview of your plan when it comes to the road that you're doing now in Booyah? Just in few sentences.
Yeah, so the
Sentences.
road business is something that we really putting our everything in.
Mhm.
My dream for district number 5 is the road should be everywhere.
Mhm.
If you go to Booyah now and see the road we build, it's time 2 or 1 were there first. Ask anybody.
Mhm.
2 trailers can pass by one another. Because you can't play politics with too many things in Liberia. 1, don't play politics with road, don't play politics with health, don't play politics with education. If you play politics with health, we will die too much. And road again, when you build a narrow road and objects is coming from the opposite direction and they collide, people will die. So what I want to do is when the road is completed, I will have to rest small and turn around. But God bless if I get something. I want to start from Bangwe Junction all the way to Buyali. My
Okay,
next
yeah.
target will, yes, my next target will be from Glale Junction to Depula all the way to Goma, Nyoli.
Mhm.
All these things, one thing that I know is, Guillaume say, why I sell Piakaya Adi? I
Mhm.
still hustling.
Right.
When I want finish, they call me to go even to the president and talk to him. I will. I still. And one of the good things is, that machine they just brought,
Yeah,
it
yellow
will make
machine.
so many impact. But I know it can work this year. The machine will not work this year because we're almost to win CC. The second batch of the machine will have to come next month. And when it come before, because they don't want to give half set to county. They want everything to be installed. They get it counted on one and for all. When they give it, they have to build all of those sites and the machine be packed. Hopefully 2027 dry season before the machine work. What I think my work this year will be bridges. They must start with bridges, maybe. So we can't wait. So God bless. Before rainy season, we must take another journey again. But based on how our hustle will be like, we pray to do so.
Right.
Because they wrote, one guy called me and said, Koto, but Zene me biedo in joke to happen to I was happy with that. The people planting, they will cut their planting and bring on the road, no car. But I see Tessa go down with a few days, they send a photo to me, I said, thank God. So,
Wow.
Chief, the same way you really have interest in a role, that the same way I have interest in it. When I finish, God bless, I will rest for just 1 month because before Renee CC, I want to do something again. If God help me and everything go well, he called me to take your platform and start begging people from diaspora, say, yo, please donate. Let
Right.
me feel I will do that. Because one thing I know about myself, I don't have that big show in me where people will say, I can't be. No.
Yeah.
I will still live my common life because even if they beat me to now, let me go back to my common place where nobody that laugh at me. If I win, I will stay because what can kill leadership are proud. That's what brought King Nebuchadnezzar down and all of us know. So the next role I will do, I will come on your platform, the way I now stream myself. I'll come on a platform, say, gentlemen, I'm begging you. I did also drum. You're in the dance for give me so. And anybody who give it or put on the radio and say they were Berry, do it. The few weeks ago, I went on the Coca of it. I don't know already where the raw Berry too high. Coca gave me 700. I went to the office and gave me 700. Immediately I bought 2 drum. That's 700. I bought 2 drum. I sent it. Because every day I bring you 2 drum. That 2 machine. And the 2 drum, to buy the fuel oil is in one thing, but they beginning like a come from the district to take it on motorbike when they charge you. So every day I bring you 2 drum.
Wow.
From January 8th, I started up to now, every day I use 2 drum. So I went to him, gave me $500, $700. I went to Honorable Toya gave me 500. I went to Billy gave me 700. You see that? So I can move to offer to beg them. So the next thing I will do now when I start a new one, I'll use a platform to say now I'm think back. Even if they don't want to give it to me, now they go to any few station, I'll go for it. So thank you. And lastly, before maybe I'll take leave of you, I want to say this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can use this time now to give us your parting comment.
Okay, y'all, thank you very much. I really admire this show because, Chief, when the only way Booyah will be developed is when we come together. That's why the platform they call Fire for Fire, I got problem with it. It divided us too much. Anybody use words on anybody. But we got platform a day where we'll be discussing our district in a form and manner, we will move well. I might have my own shortcoming, but now I'm the leader. I really admire this platform, and I will be with you anytime you call me because the platform is not limited to just telephone or internet. It's also working in a district. It is by BKL, all of us having the information in our district. So y'all, thank you very much for hosting me. And again, my ears are listening to you. Anywhere I made mistake, anybody call me on my telephone, you tell me. If I made mistake, even if you hear that I want to do that thing, and you know it not make sense, you call me. And you call me. I will stop it immediately. Because because I was reading one story yesterday. I learned something from that. There was a great man in Rome. Anybody who advises the person will die. Even when he gets sick and you bring doctor without his concern, he will kill you. Even kill the doctor. This time around, he fell off in a bedroom. The few people that were around when they saw the man fell off, they left the way in the living room without eating because they're scared. When they call doctor and the man wake up, he will kill them. They waited for 2 hours. When they noticed that the man not died now, he not got strength to call doctor. The doctor killed the man already gone. So because the fear they get for him that when they tell him something, he can take it against them and kill him. So for me, I listening to all of you. The thing they call representative are just serving position. You're not boss for nobody. The people who you serving are your boss because anybody who can take job for you that your boss not there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the people who elected you can take the job from you. So we who here, our bosses are yours. They title carry with zero. As soon as you take the job from looking side for now in the corner. So the only thing we can do is to work with y'all to lead the job with us for some time. For that reason, I'm listening to y'all. That's why I said my critics are my mirror. Mm-hmm. Because if you don't listen to critics, you can't do well. So my ears are to y'all. Those that want to criticize, my ear to them. Those are y'all who want to give me advice to move on, my ear to y'all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much again. Happy birthday, Honorable. Again, we wish you on behalf of the platform, BKS Foundation, BKS TV, BKS Radio in Butuo, we say happy birthday. We wish you many more years to come. We pray that God grants you all your heart's desire and you continue to live long for us, do our work, and God bless you, your children, your entire family. Have a good night.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. So that was Honorable Kotor. I love his middle name, Sevenway Kwagu from the mighty district number 5 of Nema County. Today is his birthday. He took time from his birthday, his busy schedule, to be here with us tonight. It was not really an interview. We were just celebrating the honorable man's birthday on here for his contribution that he has made to this foundation, to this organization, the institution, and also to the district. So we just thought to use this time to celebrate with him. But I want to say thanks to all of you for following BKS TV. It has been a great show again tonight. We ask that you guys go on our page to like our page, BKS TV, follow it, share it, and we are there to provide updated news here and there. See, I would tell you, man, just you myself, what's on your mind tonight? Anything special before we
Well, nothing much, CEO, like you said. I mean, we were discussing birthdays today, so happy birthday. Today is my uncle's birthday, Reverend Elder Tua. Happy birthday to him. We got scores of colleagues who are also celebrating today. We got
Very swat. You know, I forgot about it.
Yeah, that where I was going on, Rerisua, you know, the winning Rerisua, and then we have the winning chairman, Alfonso Gledor. I mean, there are many really Guambe. The list is very, very long today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guy who carried the trophy a few days for Nimba, Alfonso Gledor,
Yeah.
Garding, and then our own guy, Robert P.
Okay, yeah,
he's also celebrating his birthday today. So, I mean, we nothing much. We want to say thank you to Koto. You know, CEO, quite frankly, when you are challenging life, that's how it is. And for what he said, it clearly shows how he will work beyond to show, you know, his worth to people who doubted him. And that's a good 14 because, you know, life when people ascend to this position, he's just saying the way, you know, he stay relating to his peers, you know, his constituents and what have you. Selflessness, it actually pay because when you are selfless, he have a package for you actually.
Right.
So, I mean, for what he's doing, if you are some guys by this time, he's one and done. But I can assure you, if the yellow machine he's using, even if he's renting that yellow machine, it's a lot of money to fuel it. I mean, maintain it, and all those things he's doing. It require money. So, only overall for me, I don't look at where he get the money from. He worth credit. So, I mean, that's why he's able to do for his people. And I mean, he also a motivation to many young persons because I know the history of Koto. We grew up in Ganto, how, you know, he came out as a young person from a very, you know, humble beginning and striving to where he is today, coming from a technical background, he's with no formal, no education going. I mean, he have a history that worth listening to. One of these days, probably will invite him, and, you know, as a motivational, you know, conversation to his constituents to Nimbayan because from where he came from today, and you know, during the election, it was not easy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there were a lot of things said. Even a lot of us doubted his ability, but he's proving to be. He might not be one of the best who should have been there, but he's proving what else do people need. Like in the contemporary Liberia, that's what people need from people. Your contribution to the people, because he's creating a role, creating assets. Because during the reading season in our place, CEO, one of the regions I really used to go through a lot is Buyao, is Tapeta. I went to these places. Tapeta going beyond Blood, there are other places. Today, if you see people coming, because after Blood, they are going to the Grand Jide Bola Toastan region there. Our whole region is a whole plenty banana and fruit region. Then you go to Buyao, those are the cocoa belt, going to Walls, Bio, and all these regions. So once you have the fund to market role, it's a very huge, you know, economic empowerment. We just need roads, we need electricity. Those two basic things, once we have it in places like Nima, I mean, people will not wake up soon morning to just be calling on radio, speaking all the LU terminology, and he spoke well because vocational school in Liberia, somebody will graduate from university, they did agriculture instead of them going to cultivate land in the interior. The man is in Moreover looking for a job to this ministry. So people, the mindset of people just having that clean clothes. I know, how do we describe it? Everyone want to be in the office. Yeah. So I mean, he spoke. When he was speaking, I listened to him, and I took a lot of things from there. And the vocational school, even him before, if that bill passes, he before opening our vocational school, he should take even few days to encourage people to know the essence why they ought to go there. Because if you don't have those formal skills and things, you go to town, you go to Monrovia, Seneca, or Ganta to go to university. CEO, if you are not fortunate with motorbike to ride or doing something
Yeah.
one or two, I mean, you become a pure liability to someone who wants to help you. But where you are doing one or two things, you could be a plumber, you be an electricity person, electrician. Those companies could hire you. You could play a part and make your own money. So, I mean, his appearance tonight was actually, a rewarding one, and we urge most of our lawmakers to continue. Mind you, what Qatar is doing, if he continue, people will be laughing, but he moving. Like he said, the first touch he gave it, and people he was watching to see what will be the outcome, 2, 3, and then he balancing the system. Because when you think, CEO, to conclude on this thing, when you think on people you're going to speak among, you
Yeah.
look at the Richard Kuhn, the man is a serious, accountant in our country. You look at people like Funati Kufa, corporate lawyer, then you look at those hardcore politician that you've been hearing the name, your rubbing shoulder to speak. It become one of the challenging point for you. I mean, it's not that you're not able to speak, but when you think on some of the impact and the name you have heard before, so I
It's
mean,
like
he's
checking,
doing,
yeah.
yeah, he's actually doing well. That even when he raised a hand, every time the speaker will recognize him. You know what I mean? In a political theater, that they will recognize you every time. I mean, he's doing his best with the little time he's there. He's actually doing well, and we urge all Nima lawmakers at least to fight for us, because what affect Buyao affect Nima. It's not only unique to Buyao, it affect every one of us. So thank you, CEO, for
Yeah, so you remember when we started this platform during the District 5 electoral process, the by-election, he was one of the first that came on the platform. And if you remember, I gave a testimony. I talked about the relationship between he and I, and most people were surprised. So for me, I say it as is, someone does something right, I will go there and say what the person did right. For me, I've had a really good relationship with him. He has been very respectful and very instrumental to BKS as a whole. Every time I go to Liberia, that was way before he became rep, way before he won, years and years ago. So every time I go to Liberia, he will always find me. He will always come to where I was. Again, that was way before he became representative, and he and I, we cultivated that mutual respect, brother and big brother and younger brother.
No, he's a good gentleman.
So I think I was even joking not too long ago about I was following GB. I called him. That's when he heard I was there, and he said, "Sure, man, just wait for me right there. Coming." He always, you always come and they'll say hi to me. And that was way before he became representative. Besides that, when BKS radio in District 5 went down, he was the first person to call. There was any struggle, they will call him and he will intervene, and he has been that way. So for me, someone who has been helpful to the people, to this platform, nothing else I have but to acknowledge his contribution, both publicly and privately. There's nothing wrong with that. I think he's a good person, and he's
doing his best.
Yeah,
He's doing well.
so I wish him all the best again to him. Happy birthday to him. He's a good guy, and I pray that he succeed. We pray that he succeed, because when he succeeds, our people succeed, and then our people will benefit from it. Like you talking about road weather. So the next time I go in, I will not be worried about where to pass here, where to go here. But overall, politics aside, I think he's doing a good job, and I really appreciate him for. Today, the man's birthday, the man decided to even count, but who can count show on that birthday? Only the representative.
But that shows that the man.
Yeah, that tells you
But now the man should be at the Calabash.
Yeah, the man said, "No, I got contact my people."
The man should be cruising at Opotos.
And then I call it, man. He said, "Yes, sir. See, man. What time? What day?" And he's very someone there to talk to his people.
No, that is enough,
Yeah, that's huge. That means a lot to all. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll be hosting Honorable Musa Hassan Bility at 8 p.m. He's going to be our guest. We'll be talking CMC we'll be talking everything that is going on with his party, Samuel Jackson issue. We'll ask him about it. We'll ask him about his the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of CMC, how far they've gone, what they have accomplished over the 1 year period. I mean, everything. So it's going to be a great show on Wednesday. But other than that, it's been great. Good night to everyone. I said thanks to all of you for following. We appreciate you guys. We'll be back here again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Same time, same place. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir.